Okay, you
Okay,
would.
I have it recording again. Sorry.
You would put your zinc.
Oh, sorry.
You would draw a pattern on some wax,
Okay.
and then you would immerse it in zinc, and the zinc would eat, rather in acid, and the acid would eat out the zinc where there were ever cracks in the surface.
Oh, so to
the
create
wax
kind of an
surface.
interesting pattern where.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And,
Okay.
Anyway,
I love
when
that.
you got it out of the acid and rinsed it off,
Yeah.
washed it off, you come over, and ink it up.
Uh-huh.
And anyway, you would press it with. This looks like one of the zinc printers.
Oh, okay.
It usually had a kind of a mat here
Oh, okay.
that would help make the impression
Oh, okay.
take.
Yeah.
And part of the delight of doing this was you were actually kind of carving a surface
Yeah.
to take this ink impression. So part of the delight was actually seeing the surface of this ink
Yeah.
with all its multiple designs and
Yeah.
surfaces, and it would be deep in some places and not so deep in others.
Yeah.
So the surface itself was actually aesthetic
Right.
and delightful,
Yeah.
just to feel it taking shape.
Oh, cool.
So,
Yeah. No, and I love the fact that it would just, the design part of it was deliberate and part of it would emerge spontaneously.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
And then, of course, you wouldn't know what you really had until you inked it up and printed it.
Right.
So
Yeah.
it was kind of hidden from you what it actually was.
Yeah.
And
So it'd be like a little bit of a mystery there, or
Yeah,
a
there
reveal.
was.
Yeah.
yeah, it
Yeah.
was different from painting,
Mm-hmm.
where you pretty much saw it taking place in front of you.
Yeah. Right.
There was not as much mystery.
Mm-hmm.
And in fact, I found some of the secret of painting was to try to hold on to some of the mystery for as long as possible.
Yeah. So that's that's part of what you took, I guess, from the printmaking experience.
In fact, they fed into one another
Yeah.
quite a bit.
That's really neat. So you were saying something earlier, and I didn't have the camera rolling, about how, you said something about Mr. Stieg, and that he was, I forget the line exactly, but like that he was very interested in what art would do to people. What did he mean by that?
Art would do to people.
Yeah.
I forget what we were talking
Oh, well,
about.
I think you were talking about his experience being in the war, and then.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I wasn't really talking about then, but
Oh, okay.
When we were talking about it
Mm-hmm.
at the museum,
Yeah.
I was talking about how he seemed to be grappling
Mm-hmm.
with the problems of the war, and I
Yeah.
was looking upon him as being maybe suffering from PSTG.
Or PTSD. Yeah. Oh.
Yes, PTSD.
Yeah.
And expressing his art as a way of dealing
Yeah.
with his feelings
Right.
and disruptions,
Yeah.
psychic ills.
Right. Yeah.
So anyway, it really, it really came across as paintings I have seen from war zones or hurricane areas, or stuff.
It kind of had that same vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got some
I
of the
picked
same
up on that
vibe. It's
too.
some of the same starkness.
Yeah. I think that's you're right.
Yeah.
I think you hit the nail on the head. There was something about it,
Yeah.
and I think maybe it was that starkness that.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
beautifully done, and
Mhm.
artistically done, and
Yeah.
very satisfying. But then on that other level,
Yeah.
it was like some hidden message underneath it.
Yeah.
So
That is really cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
incredible person. What?
Mhm. You said that, and then there was another person by the name of Karn. You said
No, Mr. Carney.
Mr. Carney. Okay.
I don't think they know him, but
Yeah.
he was the drawing teacher.
The drawing teacher. Okay.
Yeah, and there was a Mr. Trevino
Uh huh.
who was the painting teacher.
Uh huh.
Who I never really got to know very well, as much as the others.
Oh, okay.
He kind of came in later.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
But
Oh, cool.
anyway,
Well, thanks
Yeah.
for telling me about some of this, Mom.
yeah.
It looks like you're getting a little warm. You want to go back outside, or?
Maybe so.
Okay.
Anyway, it's really delightful to
Yeah.
stand in here.
Right.
This was the room.
Yeah.
And
Really.
these beautiful windows.
It is. It's a really looks like a beautiful place to work.
Yeah.
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 Hmm.
Well, thank you for
Yeah.
letting me intrude on you.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Beautiful.
Appreciate it.
Good luck. I hope you're doing lots of incredible things.